What's going on, everybody? Before we get into the video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody. I've been kind of busy with IRL stuff, so I haven't been posting as much, but while I've been gone, we have surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and we got accepted for YouTube Partner, which is just crazy to me. I started this channel for fun, and I never really expected it to blow up like this, and it has honestly just been a surreal journey, so thank you all for sticking with me, and we'll see where we go from here. Okay, so support Victor. What are we talking about here? What are we building rescue beam on Victor? We're building healing nova on Victor. Like what are we doing here, Synergy? What are you talking about, man? This is crazy. This ain't gonna work. This is ridiculous, man. Okay. First of all, listen up. Support characters. What is a support character? Does that mean that you have to heal everybody? No, you're not building healing items on Victor, guys. You're not gonna heal your teammates. There's more than one way to support people, okay? Calm down, guys, alright? Jeez. So support Victor is supporting his team through buffs and debuffs. We are talking about things like damage amp from his aura, which you're leveling second. You're not leveling pain battery, because leveling pain battery is selfish because it doesn't provide any value for your team, it just provides value for you. Boo, bad Victor, bad Victor. What you want to do is level your aura first because it gives your whole team a damage amp, which is really nice. What else do we got? We got Mystic Vulnerability for the Spirit Shred. We got Spirit Shredder bullets to give your teammates lifesteal and give them more Spirit Shred. And I hear you saying, oh, but shit, Synergy, you made a video about not stacking Shred because it's not mathematically accurate. And it doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, well, you know what? Shut up, nerd, because that's what I'm doing and I like the item, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, what else we got? We got Suppressor for reducing the enemy's fire rate. So that's pretty cool. Like, I like it when they reduce the fire rate. We got Heroic Aura to give your teammates more armor, because your teammates aren't gonna buy armor, they're not gonna buy greens, and you want them to stay alive, so you gotta buy it for them. Like, that's just your job. I'm sorry, man. And what else? You got Heroic Aura for the fire rate. You're reducing the enemy fire rate with Suppressor, and you're giving your teammates fire rate with Heroic Aura and move speed. That's just crazy. Not to mention that it gives your minions double the value, so you can split push even better with it. Holy moly, guys, this is crazy. But you know what's not crazy? Is Boundless Spirit, man. I hate this item. This item stinks. It's so bad on Spirit Victor, and I'll tell you why. Well, what do you mean it's bad on Spirit Victor? It's a spirit item. It's building spirit. Yeah, but that's all it does, okay? That's all it does. If you're building extra spirit in lane, it's 10 spirit, right? That's like 5 Buddha statues. I was like, wow, crazy. But what does that actually do for you? You're like, well, Victor, his regen scales with spirit. It's gotta be good. 10 spirit. His regen scales at 0.08. So you're getting 0.8 health per second from extra spirit. That's really bad. That's like nothing. That you won't even notice that, okay? What else? What else does it do? It gives you like 13 more battery damage and like 12 more healing from jumpstart. Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, that's crazy. No, it's not. It's doing nothing for you, okay? And then when you get to late game and you're actually doing stuff, it just makes you hurt yourself more with your aura. Like, what are we talking about, people? This is bad. Don't build this. You know what you could build instead? Escalating exposure makes you do so much more damage, and it doesn't make you do more self-damage. You know what else? You know what else makes you do more damage? Is Scourge. And Scourge gives you 40% spirit resist so that you never die. Like, that's not even close how much better Scourge is as an option than Boundless Spirit on Spirit Victor. Just don't buy Spirit, okay? It's just bad, I'm telling you. This is a Synergy seal of approval. Never buy Boundless Spirit. There's so many better items that you could buy. You know what else you could buy? Spiritual Overflow gives you a big gun spike. It gives you more spirit lifesteal. It gives you almost the same amount of spirit as Boundless Spirit, and it gives you duration for your Infuser and your Scourge. They're both 6,400 souls, and Spiritual Overflow is just like 10 times better than Boundless Spirit. Okay, sorry guys, I got a little heated there. I just need to cool down. Speaking of cooldown, Transcendent cooldown is absolute garbage on this character. You do not need cooldown on Victor. Do you want to know why you don't need cooldown on Victor? It's because his aura doesn't have a cooldown. Like it makes it go from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds to toggle it on and off. You're not flipping aura on and off in a team fight. You just leave it on because you're Victor. You turn on aura and you hold W key. It's easy. You don't need cooldown on your aura. Like, yeah, sure, it makes your batteries charge a little faster. Whoop-de-doo. It makes your jump starts charge a little faster. Oh boy. And it makes your ult is already on like a 60-second cooldown. You don't need cooldown for it. You're not Dynamo here, okay? You don't need Transcendent cooldown unless you have like 4 abilities that, like 4 active items that you need to use it for. And sure, if you have Infuser, Scourge, Ethereal Shift, Heroic Aura, then sure, maybe at that point it's a good buy. But when you're buying it like the component item superior cooldown in lane, like that's doing nothing for you. That's doing literally nothing for you. You could have bought anything else. Like Rescue Beam would do better than that, okay? So stop buying that. I apologize, everybody. I hope my mic didn't peak too much there. I don't know what's gotten into me tonight, but I just feel like venting about these items because I've been building these items for most of my career in Deadlock, at least on Victor. I was like, yeah, he's the spirit guy. He needs spirit. And I've just come to realize that there are better options. Like, for example, instead of improved spirit in the early game, you could buy suppressor. And suppressor gives you spirit in the item, but it also gives you bullet resist, and it gives you the suppressor passive that significantly reduces fire rate in the early game, which just makes trading so much easier, especially into gun carries, but even into just like any character, it makes it so much easier to trade into them because you're always applying this with your aura. And that's like the big thing with Victor is his aura is really good at applying debuffs, especially in the early game. When you have someone like Yamato who might need to build Torment Pulse first before she can apply debuffs, Victor doesn't need that because it's built into his kit. Which, by the way, is a reason why I think Torment Pulse is kind of doo-doo on this. But I'm kind of getting off track here, and I ended up ranting over most of the laning phase, so let's talk about the build a little bit, actually. I still really like monster rounds, and the reason why I like monster rounds is because Victor is farming the jungle a lot, and he's diving towers a lot. And monster rounds lets you do more damage to objectives and jungle camps, and it also makes you take less damage, which is a significant part of it, is the taking less damage, because it lets you be in the waves more, it lets you dive towers easier, and it lets you farm the jungle healthier. So I still think this is a really good buy. Plus, it's only 800 souls, and you can just buy it first item and have that for a good amount of the game, and then when you have to sell it, it's not the end of the world, it's only 800 souls. And another item like that is Radiant Regen. Sorry, not Radiant Regen, Mystic Regen. I still don't think Radiant Regen is worth the 3200 souls, but in the early game, I do think that Radiant Regen is worth the 800 souls, because in the early game, when you don't really have any base stats anyway, that 4 healing per second that you get when you damage people with Spirit from Mystic Regen is going to actually sustain you more than Spirit Lifesteal will. And it's like, I don't think there is an easier character to proc Mystic Regen with than Victor, because he has his aura, which he can just always have on. So if he's 1v2ing people, he'll pretty much always be getting that 8 health per second. And when you get Healing Booster, it becomes almost 10 health per second from Mystic Regen. But he also has spirit damage on his bullets when his ult is on cooldown and you have a level in it. And that means that you can sit at the back of the lane, and whenever you see somebody in the lane, you just hit 1 bullet on them, and boom, you have the passive for 7 seconds. And that's like 30 health. Every time you hit someone with a bullet, you get 30 health, which is pretty good, okay? It's pretty good. And if you do get into an early game team fight where there's just a big brawl and you hit 6 people, which isn't really realistic, but it could happen, and it kind of happens in this game. If you hit 6 people with Mystic Regen, you're getting like 6 times whatever it is, 30 health per second for 7 seconds, which is pretty significant. That's like over 200 health that you're getting. Anyway, I think it's pretty solid. I don't think that it's necessarily solid enough to be a purchase on its own, but because we are getting extra charge for our jumpstart, which we level twice at the beginning of the game, I think it's worth it to hit the 4800 spirit spike early. There are some other options that you could change it out for, which I put in the build, such as, you know, the one where you throw the gun at them. What's it called? Rusted Barrel? Yeah, that's the one. That one's pretty good into gun characters. You don't really need it because you're buying Suppressor anyway, but it's certainly not bad. I think Spirit Strike is also pretty good because it gives a lot of early base damage and it gives more Spirit Shred, which we always love on Spirit Victor. Getting back to Spirit Shredder bullets, I think this item is really good, and I pair it with Heroic Aura to hit the 4.8k gun spike. And the 4.8k gun spike is really good on Victor because it gives him a lot more gun damage, and he already has a really nice gun, so it works out well. But the reason why I like Spirit Shredder bullets and Heroic Aura in particular is because they're not really gun items. They just get you the gun investment. They're more like support items. And we're Support Victor, baby. That's what we do. We build support items. We help out our team because we're the nice guys and everybody loves us, okay? So, yeah. Being able to hit the 4.8k gun spike while building defensive items is just, mwah, chef's kiss, okay? When you're trying to survive and be as tanky as possible, you don't really need gun damage, but it's nice if you can afford to fit it into your build somehow, so that's what we're doing. When you combine Spirit Shredder bullets with Spirit Lifesteal, which we just picked up in the shop, you get pretty much the same amount of Spirit Lifesteal that you would get from building Leech for only half the cost. Plus, you get the extra bonus from Spirit Shredder bullets of doing more Spirit Shred, which is always nice. But, I hear you say, Synergy, in the early game, you don't do enough damage to justify the Spirit Lifesteal. Like, why are you investing so much into Spirit Lifesteal when your aura doesn't even do enough damage to steal the life from them? Well, just look at this Billy. Like, come on, man. Like, what's he gonna do to me? I got too much Spirit Lifesteal. I got too much sustain. He can't do anything to me. But the real reason is because we are leveling our aura second, which most people don't prioritize aura. They either level it third or they level it last. But in this build, we're leveling it second. I would level it first, but I think that you just get too much value out of your ult max first because it cuts off 2 whole minutes from your ult. It makes it over 50% shorter, which is just insane. You have ult so much. I actually honestly hope that they change this so that they do something else so that the max level ult isn't a cooldown reduction by so much and they just make the base ult like somewhere in the middle. Because it doesn't really feel great to max your ult first every game, because but like there's nothing else you can do because it's just too much value. Like what else is better value than cutting your ult in half, over half? Like, let's see, we got max battery. It heals you for 15% of your missing health. Like, whoop-de-doo. What's that gonna do early game when you only have 1,000 health? It might heal you like 100 health if you're super low already. Okay, whatever. What else you got? Max Jumpstart. That gives you debuff resist. Nobody's really going to be putting much debuffs on you early game. That's more of a late game thing. And it gives you better spirit scaling, which you don't have any spirit early game, so that doesn't matter. And it gives you an extra charge, which is like, yeah, whatever. That's nice, I guess, but it's not worth 5 points. And you got your max aura, which gives you more damage, and it gives you your team a damage amp, which is pretty nice. That's why I level it up second. It's also really nice with all of the lifesteal you get to give you even more lifestealing. But it's not great early game because your team isn't going to be doing a ton of damage anyway, so 15% extra damage is like, whatever. So, long story short, that is why I think ult max is still the best option. I think there are other things you can do depending on your playstyle, but overall, in general, for most builds, ult max is just too good right now not to do first. But other than that, yeah, I've been experimenting with maxing aura second for the reasons I've already listed, but since we're being support Victor, aura is the only skill that actually supports your teammates. It gives them a damage amp, and it applies all of those other debuffs that you're building. Pain Battery does a little more damage and it heals you. That doesn't help your teammates. Jumpstart gives you debuff resist and it heals you. That doesn't help your teammates either. You want to be a sponge, but you also want to help your teammates because you're support Victor. Come on, man. You gotta think of everyone else. You gotta think of the team. You can't just be a selfish bastard and take all the objectives and take all the souls for yourself. Okay? Okay? Get that through your head, guys. Like, come on. We gotta make a better name for ourselves as the Victor community. We can't be known as the guys that just turn on aura and press W. Okay, I think I have rambled on enough about the build. I'll probably touch on some stuff throughout the gameplay here, but I kind of want to get into this game now because this game was kind of crazy and it's a really good example of how you can snowball a lead into just becoming this unstoppable menace. And I've kind of, you can see here, I've kind of already started to take over the lobby at this point, because I got a solo walker. And solo walkers, if you don't know, when you take them solo, will give you a ton more souls than if you take them with a teammate. Oh, also, this is that clip from the intro. Word of advice, if you're fighting a Victor, don't do it in the doubles room because, yeah, it won't turn out well for ya. Yeah, and then okay, so at this point I was like kind of like hyped up with adrenaline. It was also super late at night. I didn't know really what was going on, but my team was like, hey, you gotta go back and get the bags, and then I run up there and the doorman has like run through the whole room and taken every bag. I was so mad. I was like, oh my god, I was so mad that I missed this sinner twice. I didn't even know what was happening. I was like, holy moly, I just killed their whole team. I'm Victor, man. I just go into rooms and die and I win. So anyway, and look at that. We just picked up Scourge, the best item in the game for a frontliner. I'm serious, guys. This item is broken right now. The 40% spirit resistance is crazy when you stack it with spirit resilience. And if you want to know why, go watch my video on resistance stacking. Okay, but actually though, the max health burn on Scourge is really good because it doesn't scale with spirit, so you don't need boundless spirit to make it better. And the longer the game goes on, the more health everybody has, so the better it becomes. And yeah, it's just really strong item. Buy this item, guys. You will thank me later. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, snowballing a lead. Yeah, at this point in the game, I am already, like, pretty strong. Like, there's not really anybody who can fight me. And the way that I got there was, one, just winning lane, but also, earlier on in the game, there was an urn fight where I asked my team, do you guys want me at this urn fight, or should I just split push this walker? And they were like, oh, just split push the walker. I'm like, okay, that's what I'll do. I'm Victor, I like to split push. And the reason I like to split push is because when you take a walker solo, you get a shit ton of souls. And when you get a solo kill on somebody, you also get a lot of souls. If I had gone to the urn fight, which I think we ended up winning without me, which is also good, then I would have gotten a lot less souls, even if we won. But since I went to the walker, and I got the walker by myself, and I killed Billy by myself, I'm pretty sure, I just got a ton of souls, and that just snowballed my lead. I was able to run back to base, buy 2 items to get my big spikes, and then rush to the urn fight and still secure a kill, even though the urn fight was already over. And at that point, it's just over for them. Like, what are they gonna do to me? They can't do anything to me because I'm Victor. And here you can see we have another urn fight, and just look at me go. Uh-oh, I died, but wait, it's okay. I'll just stun everybody and kill them. Hell yeah. And here you can see the power of Scourge coming in clutch. And yeah, now we just are on cleanup duty, picking up all the bags. At this point, we have 31k, which is almost double everyone else's net worth in the lobby. Wow, that's pretty cool, guys. What does Zoran Mamdani say about that? That's my calico, by the way. He thinks it's pretty cool. He's like, man, I'm only at 19k. You know what, Victor? You can have that spirit buff because you're so wealthy. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it, Zoran, because you know what? I am a nice guy, and I'm gonna build support items for my team because I'm so rich and I want to give my wealth back to the community. So that's what I do. Because you know what, guys? Some players, you know, like a Haze player, they're just gonna build a bunch of weapon items. Ugh, so boring. Venator, like, I don't even know what that guy builds these days. Is it still like Echo Shard melee build? I don't know. It's not gonna help his teammates though. Like, he's just going for kills. Like, that guy, nah. But Victor's a nice guy, guys. He's a nice guy. Look at this. He's like, Dynamo, you need to take a chill. Take a vacation, man. Go back to the lobby. And so that's what he does to him, you know? And we could be like, we could be greedy. We could go for the walker, but no, not me. Not my Victor. I'm going for the mid boss because that's the safe thing to do. And you know what else it does? It gives your teammates an extra life. All of them get an extra life. How nice is that? If you take the walker, only you're getting those souls unless they help you with it. But with the mid boss, you can support them, guys. You can support them as Victor. How cool is that? Holy, look at that. Okay. Wow. Okay, it's getting kind of late, guys. It's getting kind of late. We got to get this video finished up. Yeah. Look at Victor. He's parrying at the secret shop because it's secret tech, guys. I swear, it's secret tech. It's not because my parry button's right next to my auto buy button. I swear. Okay. Yeah, look at this heroic aura. Go, minions, go. Take that wave. What are we saying? What are we saying right now? Okay. Okay, let's focus up. Let's, yeah, okay. Yes, Sinner's Sacrifice. Sinner's Sacrifice because I'm not rich enough already. I need more souls, guys. You can never have enough souls on Victor, okay? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Someone just left this big camp up here? Ugh. Whose job is it to clear that up? It's gotta be mine, I guess. More souls for Victor. More souls for Victor. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about at this point. I'll be real with you guys. How are you guys liking the new earn changes? I'm liking the new earn changes, you know? Circle meta. Victor's the circle character. He has a circle around him. His ult's a circle. He's got circle attached to his back because of all the orbs, the souls he's carrying. Yeah. Look. I'm just gonna shut up. Just watch. Okay, but don't watch the Baroness part. That's just embarrassing. Okay, we don't need to watch my parkour abilities. Oh, whoa. Yeah, look at my health bar right now. By the way, Confuser OP. Confuser's over. It do not matter. I got 2 lives. I'm Victor, baby. That's some nice parrying by Billy though, Loki. Not nice enough though. Psych. Oh, got him. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. This is Victor Gaming right here. By the way, Victor, the way I'm playing him right now, none of this requires any mechanical skill. Don't let any Victor players fool you. This is like the easiest character to play. Not the easiest character to play, but the easiest character mechanically to play. Like, yeah, you just hit pain batteries, just walk at them. The hard part with Victor is knowing about macro and knowing when to farm, when to push objectives, how to actually snowball that lead, because if you don't snowball that lead, then you're just gonna have a bad time. And it's also kind of about knowing math. Like, surprisingly enough, you wouldn't think it from the outside, but Victor is a character that relies a lot on math because he's just a stat stick. If you have better numbers than the enemy, then you win. And if you don't, you can't really outplay them because there's not a lot of mechanical skill involved. So it's more of like a mental game character, you know? You gotta know the items, you gotta know the rotations, you gotta know how to get souls. And that's why I like this character, because I'm not trying to delude myself. I know I don't have good aim. I know I'm not the most mechanically skilled person in the game. I don't want to be hitting a million active items at the same time. But I like math, guys. I'm a nerd. I like figuring out equations and shit. So that's what I'm good at, and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's why I play Victor, okay? And anyway, I don't know. This has been a wild ride of a video. I really usually don't talk this much, so it's yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you want, let me know what you want to see next. I'll probably be making some math videos when I have the time. I've just been a little crunched for time lately. Why am I talking like this? I don't know why. Like, sometimes if I don't know what I'm gonna say, I just like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. By the way, we're not ending right now. I gotta get the spirit buff. Come on, guys. I got 12K. I gotta spend that. I gotta spend that money. Why would why would I end when we're all in their base? But on a serious note, it's because they were all coming back and they all had ults, and 4 of my teammates were dead. I didn't really need my teammates at this point, but I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna go buy some items and be Super Victor. And I'm like, all right, guys, check this shit out. And I'm like, I'm gonna kill them all on the urn. And I was so ready, and then Doorman really just ruined my day and almost ruined the urn for us. Not that it would have mattered, but it still would have made me sad. And you can see my awesome parkour skills again. By the way, replay is bugged, so it doesn't show you your stamina use, and I didn't have any stamina in there. I swear I'm not usually that bad at parkour. And side note, if you're fighting a doorman and you think he's gonna ult you, try and save your stamina, because it will help you get out of the hotel. But yeah, at this point I'm just Thanos. There's nothing they can do, and we just team wipe them and win. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you stuck around till the end, let me know what you think of the build, and if you try it, yeah, let me know how it goes. Stay tuned, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
Maybe now I can find peace.